So that was shit. But that, after what he did to us, it's nothing. What he did to women and children, we know all the stories. Murder and so they killed the prisoners and defeated them. So that's the story if it's true. So anyway, thanks for coming, and we'll see you all in the pub, and we'll get wet outside, we'll get wet inside.
Hey.
Well, thank you very much, Donald. Donald is one of Scotland's great unknown patriots. This man has been a patriot all his life, and this man should get recognised for the work that he's done in the fight for Scotland's freedom. Now, a wee thing that he mentioned there about William Wallace. William Wallace may well have been here, but the man in charge of the army was the Red Comyn at this battle. Another thing that's not widely known is that William Wallace had two brothers, Malcolm Wallace and John Wallace, and they fought in just about every battle that William Wallace was in. William Wallace was a younger brother. The other two brothers did fight alongside him though. One of the brothers, John Wallace, was captured by the English and taken to Smithfield in London in 1307, and he was hung, drawn and quartered. The other brother, Malcolm Wallace, fades into the pages of history. Nobody knows what happened. He may well have been killed in battle. Just one of these things, at that time in history, a lot of the records were not accurate, and it's unfortunate that we don't know what happened to Malcolm, but we know that he did fight in many battles for the cause. Never forget these guys. They fought for our freedom, and if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't even be a Scotland. There wouldn't even be a defining border. If these men didn't stand on this land and fight from any invading force, and these guys must be respected for what they did.
You're here.
I'm going to pass you now to Pat Lee. Okay, Pat?
Thanks very much, guys. Thank you, comrades. I am the lead candidate for the Central Region for the Scottish Parliamentary elections, and it's fantastic to see you here. We may be few in numbers, but that does not disguise the fact that we maintain the fight for Scotland's independence. And we've got a few followers coming in a wee bit late, but they're there. There, Ian, how you doing? Right, folks, 700 years ago, 8,000 men defeated, annihilated those who would wish to take our freedoms away. We have an election coming up in May of this year where you have 2 votes, not 1 vote, you have 2 votes to remove a unionist. How you use that vote will determine how many unionists you remove from our parliament, who are only there to interrupt the betterment of our country. So use that vote wisely. We have one for the SNP, the vehicle that will take us to independence, and we use a second vote for the pro-independence parties, because we could have a majority of 100 plus, and leave the unionists scrabbling for what's left at the table in Holyrood. We then take the fight from Holyrood to Westminster to ensure that our resources are maintained and safe, our environment is safe, our water comes back into public ownership. We decide that. You guys here, you have that power, and you have to get that message across. Why would you vote for a unionist who would give it freely to Westminster, who would take it away from you? This message has to get across. We have 2 votes to remove a unionist. Now, all the speaking's been done about the battles. This battle continues. It continues today. But during the referendum, I came across a fantastic poet, and I'm going to end with his poem. I was always going to do it in the Hope Over Fear rallies, but never actually get round to it. It was so busy. But let's see if I can get the right one. Right. Here we are. It's a man called Paul Colvin. I think everybody knows him. Poems for Independence. Paul sent me this one. I don't know if you've read it. I've been on this journey 3 short years, a much shorter time than some. But I travelled back through centuries to find what we've become. I've walked with you when far away and wrote down with this pen words that came from all of you, time and time again. Like pilgrims on their holy walk, you sought like souls possessed. You believed your country should be free from ever being oppressed. And from that belief an army rose. This movement, it was yes. Independence was your vision, liberty your aim. And through your dedication, Scotland was reclaimed. The strength that lies within you, the power that you hold, is the richest gift you'll ever have, more precious than their gold. Defeat has made us stronger, and divided must not be. We must be strong and take our chance, that chance to make us free. To be independent of a government, that constant thorn in our side, that London-centric stronghold that takes us off for a ride. I've seen heroes, martyrs, our ancestral rights die in every page. I've wept tears of pride and sadness, but always felt engaged. How proud was I to chart your rise. You lot make me proud. And when I say you thank you, I say that loud and proud. We will be the victors soon, of that I have no doubt. And when our independence comes, we'll see the Tories out. Are you with me?
Yes.
That was absolutely brilliant there, Pat. Very good. Now, Pat mentioned there Paul Colvin, the poet. Now, I went down to Smithfield in London last August. We had a rally for William Wallace at the monument on the building of St Bartholomew's Hospital, and I met Paul down there, and he gave me his book of Scottish poetry. And I'll tell you something, that book of Scottish poetry that Paul did is absolutely brilliant. That's one of the poems there that Pat did. And the journey back from London after that rally, I couldn't put that book down. I read the book from cover to cover of the poems that Paul did. A very patriotic man. I did make the mistake of asking Paul up to speak at the rally in Smithfield. He's a very shy man. He did eventually come up to the mic and did his first poem in public. And I think he probably could do another one now. But the fact is, his poetry is brilliant, and I believe he's got a second book out now, and I'm going to get that book because his poetry is absolutely brilliant. Now, we now have, as always, with the Scottish Resistance, we have an open mic policy. We allow anybody to speak. We like to be totally democratic. So anybody that wants to come up and speak, what are you going to do? Oh dear, is it a big long poem? Is it a big long poem? Is it about Scotland? Oh, that's okay then.
And Glasgow. We all know we're all Ouija's. We're Glaswegian. And it's the Ouija board. We're quite spiritual. Right. The place started in Glasgow and it spread all over the world. So that makes us like kiddies. Right. This is one of our poems that I compiled and done a lot of studying to get this right. So hope it goes well. Who said let Glasgow flourish? Eugenie Godwish, bad weatherman, St Michael Fish. Wet, wet rains all the wrong time. The water, rain and the brainstorm. Let me grow wild and long hair raising knowledge. As the brain's tree trunk special